This famous VTuber just exposed and destroyed one of the biggest scams in the VTuber industry. The management company, also known as VShojo, is now shutting down. But let's start from the very beginning. So she made a video in which she explained the shady practices of her management company and how they potentially stole her earnings and $500,000 of charity money. And all of this led to an insane chain reaction where everyone is now leaving VShojo. Even Asmongold and Legal Mindset reacted to this situation. So in this video we are going to cover all of this along with the other allegations on the company like doxing employees and a lot of other insane stuff. Either like and subscribe right now.
Let's up those numbers!
Or be ready to show me your bobs and vagina pics.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
So without wasting any time, let's start the video. So for a little context, Ironmouse is a very famous VTuber and she was associated with the company called VShojo. VShojo is a company which gives contract to different creators, and according to the contracts, VShojo is supposed to manage the creators' finances, and just like Ironmouse, many other VTubers were also part of this management company. The VTuber Ironmouse also suffers from CVID. Basically, your immune system becomes super weak and even getting out of your house becomes a challenge, because you get sick very easily. So she is very passionate about helping other people who are also suffering from this situation. Hence, she was working with this charity.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able to tell you the full story.
If there is one phenomena I hate in this world, are these goddamn scams. Like, I know this might be surprising to many people, like, wow, an Indian guy hates scams? But you know, Indian scammers scam Indian people too. And this VShojo situation is even worse because more than $500,000 of charity money is also involved. So people are actually supporting her in the comments of her video. We got your back. Jacksepticeye says, so sorry about all of this. And then there are other VTubers who are actually showing support, which is quite good. We are right behind you, Mouse. Everyone please donate to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. She is currently $900,000 for fundraiser, almost to $1 million, fam. As far as I know, the charity already crossed the 1 million mark, which is actually great. So let's start from the Homeless Penguin Zero's reaction to the situation.
I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID.
And see, that's the reason why she cares a lot about it, is because this is a charity that benefits her, and she's raising money to help cure people that have her problem.
I basically
This isn't like
have
some abstraction.
a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot. And it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life.
Yep.
Somewhere in a certain VTuber agency. Guys, we are expanding and earning quite well. We need to choose some people for the management position. If anyone has any idea how to run this company, come forward. Actually, I think we all should be transparent about how we work, and we should help new talent by giving them a fair chance and agreement to honor the company ethics. Have you lost your goddamn mind? You're gonna run this company to the ground, you f***ing nerd. Okay, so how about we don't even tell them hog shit? Will we take all of their money and gaslight them into trusting us? And how about we give unfair contracts to the new talents, because who cares about them? All we really need is money. You are selected for the management. Fuck it. No. You are the CEO now.
So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because
Smart.
I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. it was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss.
I can relate.
The I can relate is very funny, and due to the fact that even I can relate to this. I mean, my condition is not as serious as hers. Like, I won't ever try to compare myself to people who are actually struggling with something, because the only thing I struggle with is a lack of common sense and a lack of money.
No strict rules. I had no hours. No expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything,
Yeah.
I just felt like
Corona gave a
there
huge
was
boost,
no
yeah, it
way
did.
that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people.
That's
because
another reason why VTubers are being more popular, is because people just want to stay anonymous. They don't want to have like weirdos getting involved and trying to like, interfere and get into their real life.
Seriously, VShojo is actually diabolical for scamming her and the charity even after knowing all of this. And then they even had the audacity to gaslight her.
I would always be told how important I was for the company.
Well, she is. She was she was the face of VShojo by far.
I was told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But
Just emotional manipulation. That's all it is. It's plain and simple, like flat out. It's really not complex at all. Straight up emotional manipulation. Oh, well, we can't do this. Or, it's like, if you leave, we're going to shoot the dog. Like, okay, well, what the right?
Yep, the bald man is right. It is emotional manipulation. So they were trying to blame her for their own poor management and shady contracts. Wow, just wow. This is a new level of low I never thought I would ever witness in this life. Like, they were guilt tripping her into staying while stealing her money and the charity's money.
Explain. So net means that you're gonna pay that money in like net 30. You're going to get paid in 30 days. Net 90, you're going to get paid in 90 days, right? And so like a 6-month period, that's ridiculous, but I could still chalk that up to just very bad business practices and not malice. Beyond 6 months, now we're having a problem. I've never heard of a 360. Yeah. Well, now they're getting the red ring of death.
this entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately,
I think we need to figure out where the money went. Like, that's what really matters, right? Because, like, that's $500,000. That's a lot of money, guys. Where'd it go? Is it donated? Why isn't it donated? What happened? Like, that's the big issue. She's gonna be fine. They're gonna give the money back. They're gonna have to give the money back or it's fraud. They're gonna have to donate it. It'll happen for sure. Until they post like a financial fucking proof and the Immune Deficiency Foundation comes out and says, yes, we received this money. Bro, people can never let them forget this. This is $500,000. That's think about how much money that is. That's insane.
They literally handled the company like Call Me Kevin plays any management game. VShojo just somehow, despite all their success, they still somehow managed to fuck up so bad that they had to close it all down. And the fact that they were paying the creators once in a year is absolutely scummy. And there is no reason for anyone to accept contracts like this. These practices are just taking advantage of small creators who just want to make a name for themselves.
That I have seen a tremendous amount of business manipulation that is leveraged in and against women in different places. I've seen more emotional manipulation, more blatant lies, and basically people taking advantage of, you know, I guess women's on average less confrontational side and using that to that person's disadvantage. I've seen this happen multiple times. I think women are the victims of this in almost every single circumstance. It happens obviously to men as well, but I think that they get away with it more often with women because women, it's seen as being more socially permissive and more socially expected for women to be agreeable. I think that's what happens. That's life.
Yup, and the bald man is right yet again. These companies take advantage of women. Like, people can call Asmongold a misogynist or sexist or whatever, but I firmly believe that bro is just a realist. He tries to speak up about how things are, and people sometimes get mad about it because reality is not always pleasing. Now let's go over to the doxing situation. So I got a couple of statements I collected from the internet. First one is this statement from Shibuya Kaho. So I will just let Morepegasus read this one out.
So she tweeted, "This person moved from a noted VTuber company to another as a staff last year, bragging about his new income. He thrusted me a few of his business cards to give to my good contacts. I found the action obnoxiously rude, but maybe he was too young and friendly to know better. Then the mother flipper wanted to meet up for tax advice because I'm a native in Japan and I hire an accountant. I was asked to have dinner in his area, which was quite far for me, splitting the bill. That day I got convinced I didn't like the guy. Yet because I loved the towns he worked with, I was only secretly hoping that he would lose his job one day. Recently, I found from another creator that he was showing photos of VTubers' real selves while revealing their personal info like their marital status. I now wanted to find a way to warn other employees. Why would you reveal marital status? This is some creepy shit. Also, showing photos of their real selves when they specifically became VTubers to, you know, conceal their identity and remain anonymous is messed up as shit. Today, I've learned the most despicable shit the company has done to their talent. Don't know if he's involved with it, yet all my personal grudge is nothing compared to such betrayal. Sometimes, unfortunately, managers or agencies can be the talent's worst enemies. Please always support the talent first."
I also found this video from a channel named Doron's World. I hope I am pronouncing it right. So he also told how Nux helped VShojo in stopping the doxing and how later they ghosted him and never thanked him for the work he did and the help he provided. I don't know if it's true, but as far as I researched, it is. So this is another Nux W, I guess.
So with the ongoing destructions of VShojo, everyone is asking the same questions. What happened with Nux's VShojo drama? And why is this downfall his greatest vindication? Now in 2021, there was a bad actor conducting phishing scams using VShojo's likeness to dox VTubers. They got to Nux, but rather than doing nothing, he chose to act to stop this bad actor. He contacted VShojo, of which they were aware of the situation, but never put out a public statement addressing the doxing. And so he directly coordinated with law enforcement and VShojo CEO to bring down this guy. And only once the situation was resolved, he made a video about it to express awareness. But because the situation made VShojo look horrible, they misled and lied to their talent about the investigation. They collectively criticized and cancelled Nux for potentially endangering their safety, and VShojo deleted any involvement with Nux, despite even thanking him.
So anyways, another streamer confronted Japanese VShojo CEO on live stream.
First of all, I was already planning to leave VShojo this month. Specifically, on the 31st. Because, VShojo hasn't paid a significant amount of money to Me Too.
っていうところはあったんですけれども、
So did you just say that VShojo JP itself was doing good?
そうですね。
In finances too?
そうですね。
You haven't paid me.
This was a pretty wacky stream. This shit goes insano style. Her confronting the CEO of this company, her boss, live on stream, and also the fact that her boss agreed to do it in the first place blows my mind. That is baffling. Like, humiliation rituals aren't this brutal.
I quit VShojo today.
はい。
VShojo 辞めます今日。
はい。
はい。31日予定でしたけど、今日辞めます。I quit. This is very wrong. ローさん。
はい。
Very, very wrong. You're telling me that VShojo JP was doing good, looked like at least
はい。
doing good.
払っていたとしても、ケイソンに払っていたとしても大丈夫だったっていう感じですね。
Telling me you could have paid me?
そういうことです。
Then where is it? Where is it? I want it now. Oh. Did you just die? What?
いや、
Japan branch CEO claims that the Japan branch was doing fine, and they could have paid her, but they didn't. We could have done it, but we decided not to. What, Big Whoop? You want to fight about it? So what?
Yep, so the Japanese CEO somehow agreed to do it for some reason, I don't know why. And he openly also admitted that he could have paid her but decided not to. And this is hilarious because he's also trying to play the "we could have paid you, but you left uwu." Like we were just about to pay you, but you decided to quit one day before we were about to pay you. It is not our fault. This is just sad to watch. But the saddest part is that he isn't even related to the English VShojo branch, like bro just decided to take the fall for everyone, I guess. So even the internet's favorite lawyer commented on this situation.
One big thing that was brought up during this was that the staff was paid and not the talent. There is a very important reason for that, which we're going to get into, which is all of the talents are designated, and this is for almost all VTubing companies. I have not seen one contract, and I've reviewed all of them, including the VShojo contract, Nijisanji, Hololive, Vector, all the greatest hits from big to small, Phase Connect. I've seen all of them. I haven't seen a single contract that has said these people are employees. We consider them employees. They all try to make them independent contractors. That's very important because when it comes to fighting wages and paying wages, you have to pay employees under labor law, whether it's US law, Japanese law, really all around the world. You've got to pay out those wages. But when it comes to independent contractors, well, you can shaft them and then they've got to come and sue you or bring an action against you or a claim against you to try to get those back. It puts a massive burden on them to claim those amounts of money. Now, I have, since the Nijisanji crisis, been screaming from the top of the hills that this is BS. And I'll put some money in the swear jar for that one. These people are employees. Whether you consider them full-time or part-time employees, they are under the control and authority of these VTubing companies.
Damn, this whole situation is just absolutely shady. Not hiring them as employees but as individual contractors to avoid the labor laws. And legal mindset isn't even wrong, like they are employees. The management companies manages their finances, identity and everything else. You know, stuff like these really brings out the dark side of corporate world. Behind all of that fancy talk from the HR department about women rights and equality in the corporate world, they themselves are the first one to exploit their employees, male or female. And this is not okay in any way, shape or form. Okay, so now comes the part we all have been waiting for. So as I was recording this video, Charlie released another video where he talked about VShojo is actually shutting down now, and it all started due to Ironmouse stepping up and speaking about this, which created like a domino effect, and now we are here. Like, can you believe a single step destroyed a whole shady organization? God damn. So Charlie reads out the full statement about this whole situation.
VShojo has failed and I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I am sharing the difficult news that VShojo is shutting down, and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position and those I care about are now paying the price. Over the past few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through generous splits, debut investments, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. However, despite all our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believed, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. Justin Gunrun. The community note came in with a Phoenix Wright objection here about his claim that he later found out that that money that they were using came from Ironmouse's charity event. Justin claims to not know the purpose of the funds, but he personally congratulated Ironmouse on the completion of her charity fundraising event and reposted Ludwig directly mentioning half the funds would go to charity.
Holy hell, man, there is no way this was approved by any attorney or lawyer. Like, bro needs Saul to save his ass after this, because there is no way this guy just confessed to a crime. And then there was also this community note attached to it. So he knew it was charity's money, and yet he decided to use it for his company, and when he failed to recover it back, he just never paid it to the charity. And now he's just trying to pretend that he never knew. But he even congratulated Ironmouse for the charity funds. Like, you can't even make this all up. This is just pure clown behavior. This statement was not a good move, and we really thought Japanese CEO was the dumbest. So guys and gals, this is how a single VTuber destroyed a whole shady corporate just by making one video exposing the scam worth $11 million. If you made it this far into this video, then drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, donate to the charity if you can and have the resources to do so. That's it for today's slop. I know it was quite heavy, but I just had to talk about it, especially with all of this information floating around about it. If you actually enjoyed this form of content, let me know in the comments. See you all in the next video.